In an exclusive chat with ET Now, the new CEO of MCX, that's M. Paranjape, said that although the FP software is there, all options are open for MCX.
So, first, again, thank you for this opportunity, and feels nice to talk to all of you. From my perspective, if you look at what we've been through in the last 3 years, one thing is absolutely clear to me is that we are in absolutely good shape on a few counts, which is extremely important. We have the best in class in terms of risk management, process, and that is what has made sure that in the last 2 to 3 years after the crisis that you mentioned, we have come up absolutely clean from that. So today I see MCX as a platform which has the confidence from the regulatory as well as market participants, which has the market share that you need, and which has the robustness in its platform to grow forward. So where do we go from here? One, let's just look at it in terms of 3 or 4 aspects. Clearly, the coming together of FMC and SEBI presents a very, very unique opportunity for an exchange like ours. It gets the entire ecosystem in terms of commodities and equities on a level playing field. It then creates more opportunities for newer products to be introduced in this market. Most importantly, it allows newer participants to come in as we see the regulator looking at all these holistically. So from our perspective, we need to be absolutely focused on making sure that we take the upside of these opportunities coming up.
Yeah, good. Mr. Parant, if I could just look at the turnover or the volume, which is like always the benchmark when it comes to stock exchanges. Where do you see that? Because currently the turnovers, if my numbers are right, stand somewhere around the 2009-10 mark, from the peak of say 60 to 75,000 per day that we used to see. What is going to be your effort, or how soon do you see the turnovers going back to the earlier peak days, and what is going to be the specific steps that you plan or intend to take?
So I think we need to look at this in 2 or 3 parts, and maybe it's a slightly long drawn out answer. First, if you're comparing yourselves to the really peak turnover that you've seen, there's been a big system change that CTT was introduced. There were certain other changes in terms of how this market operates, which led to a substantial decrease in the turnover. So from our perspective, if I look at the absolute low of November 2013, we are 61% up from that day. Okay. Now, how do we really go back to those really high turnover days, and how do you achieve that? In the short run, again, we believe that newer products in terms of either options, newer participants in terms of institutions will help that increase. The second, and that's something which is again not a longer term but a shorter term, is introduction of new products within what we have. So we haven't really come up with any big products over the last 2 to 3 years. We introduced our crude mini last year, but we are looking to doing more products within our existing bouquet of what we have.
How soon could we see that new product coming in?
So again, not too easy to give a spot number, but you should see something in the next 3 to 6 months from our side.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/etnow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at etnowlive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/etnow.